back live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. Hope you are all doing well. We got another great group here. Going to be at the Firehouse coming right up here. Go get your tickets. It's Butcher, Baglio, and Estes from our studios here in Newburyport. Take it away, boys.
Well, now listen to a platter, muddy water on chest. Listen for the grooves through the static and hiss. I'll tell you something, youngin', you ain't heard nothing like this. The world keeps spinning around. Chuck Berry said, after school session on new jukebox hits, when I put the needle down, it sure stands the test. Long player, long player. Hey, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Driving 14 hours in the blinding snow. For a show up in Buffalo. I try to keep it warm in the back of the van. That's right. Listen to the rhythm of the highway. Catch a wink if you can. You might have never heard my name. I ain't in for fortune. I ain't in it for fame. I'm a long player.
Yes, it is.
Down and dirty is this song.
Yes, it is.
Packed it nice and tight tonight, and you know that I am a long player. Yeah, long player. Sail it home. Hey, 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 hey.
That's the way we do it.
Butcher, Baglio, and Estes.
Early in the day.
Boys.
That feels good. Yeah. Thank you, Drew.
Welcome back to Newburyport. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good, man. We're doing good. We're here. We're hanging with Drew. We're playing music. It's a gas.
It is, man. So you guys, you got the this weekend. Can you believe it's already here? You got your Firehouse show right down the street from us.
Looking forward to it. That's a venue we haven't been at before. We're really excited about the show. We have a special presentation prepared for everyone who's going to be there, and we can't wait.
Can't wait. All right.
Absolutely.
So this is a cool city for music here. I know you guys love it. It's part of the reason why you're coming back. But you guys ready to go?
Absolutely.
No, it's a short hop for John and I as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Not me.
Long for him.
Yeah, that's okay.
We've been inviting him to come and live in Gloucester for a long time, though. So
Okay. John Butcher, Alan Estes in the back, and Sal Baglio here, just for your viewing purposes. They are Butcher, Baglio, and Estes, so there you go. So last time I saw you guys, we were in Boston hanging out together. You guys did a great job at the David Crosby tribute show there. May he rest in peace. Was that a fun night for you guys? Or
It was an amazing night. You
Yeah.
know, I think besides the music part of it, just hanging with everybody, old friends and making some new friends.
As part of that night, I always it must be fun. You get to see all these people that maybe you're crossing paths. You don't get to spend too much time with while everybody's touring and all that. But is part of that night also a little bit chaotic? Like, okay, also these people I don't get to see all the time. We got to find a way to put together a good show.
Well, but it's a good chaos.
A controlled chaos.
I mean, for instance, I had never met Will before.
Will Daly, yes.
Yeah, and he's a great guy. We're looking forward to doing some shows together this fall. And I have to say, he really impressed me. And I loved being able to see him and everyone in their natural element. I loved it. Yeah.
You could have seen the dressing room. There was a whole lot of picking going on up in the dressing room.
Yeah.
Some last minute throw together. Hey, how about this tune? How about that tune? But especially with Tom Rush being there and stuff, and he was working on a couple of things. But met Kemp Harris. It was really a fun night.
Yeah, well, I walked up there for like 2 minutes and quickly realized I feel like I should get out of here.
Walk right over people.
I saw you guys. I said, "Oh, that's a friendly space. Hey guys, I'm just saying hello."
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a fun night. So so is this like the spring tour kind of continues? You guys, what was the first gig you guys did? That was back in.
The first gig.
Beginning of October at the Regent Theater.
That's right.
So let me tell you guys a little story. You guys were on here, and we did some social media stuff, and of course, we launched the whole show and all that. I think I had more people with you three write to me on the Instagram that those guys have more fun playing together than anybody I think I've seen come through. And I don't know. There's something about the three of you that just gives that off.
Being friends, it counts for a lot.
Yeah.
A long time friends.
Spending a lot of time in the car together.
Yeah, that'll do it too.
No, but today I haven't seen them for a while. Yeah, we talk on the phone and
so
stuff
much
and
big
stuff.
hugs.
About big hugs, really?
Yeah,
That's funny. So it is. That's the secret sauce, huh? You guys just genuinely like each other.
Yeah,
If we didn't, I don't think we'd need to do this.
No,
at
not
this
really.
Point in time.
It's about the friendship. It really is. I have
Well,
been
John
looking.
didn't always like me.
Well, he used to love you, but that's another whole
Oh, this is
story.
good. We didn't touch on this on the last
That's a
show.
whole other story. I have to keep them separated.
No, I'm completely making that up, just in case somebody doesn't get that.
That's hilarious. What is it? How do you make it in this business? I know bands are hard to keep together. I mean, you guys have all done it.
When
How do you do
find
it?
out, Drew, call us. Let us know. How do you last?
Yeah.
this
How do you
long?
make a band last? It's a hard thing to do.
Well, you got to love what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because if you're in it for the money, then you're in it for the wrong reason. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Bands have all bands, every band, with the exception of the Rolling Stones, have a quantified shelf life. Bands, what makes a band work is the energy between the players.
Yeah.
Oftentimes that comes in the form of argument or disagreement, but that's the energy that the band feeds on. That's what you need to get started. Now, being in a band for long term, that becomes annoying.
Yeah.
So, if you have petty disagreements, then those are the type of things that break up bands. So it's ironic that the things that make bands successful is the same chemistry that makes them break up.
Wow.
I thought of that all by myself.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
You didn't work on that ahead of time?
No.
Jeez, John, I hate you.
Every 20-year-old taking notes right
Yeah,
now.
there
This
you
is how
go.
you run a band. Okay. Very good. So you guys are having fun out there. These a show like this, you get a weekend show here in Newburyport. I know, Sal, you travel a little bit, but do you still do you get the adrenaline, whatever that good nerves thing is before these shows?
I think that I'll speak for myself because I've been doing this for 50 years maybe.
Yeah.
I think I was 15 when I started to work for and
We're doing
make
the math,
money.
Sal.
But anyway, just the stuff beforehand sometimes can be there's a little drudgery involved in it.
Not this, just to clarify.
No, not this, but just going
Set
to the gig,
sound
setting
check,
up,
load in.
where's my room, all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. Where do I plug in? But once I sit down to play
Yeah.
on stage with an audience, then
Then it's magic.
absolutely magic.
Always magic when the crowd
And
comes
then
back
it's
out.
over, and you have to do all that other stuff again, and then it's
Pack up,
and then I look
load
at
out.
John, he looks
Yeah.
at me, and we go, "What the heck?"
Is there a come
know,
down time period too?
Sometimes, you know, if you have the luxury of sitting back and relaxing, you know, sometimes you got to run out and meet and greet people, which is important. You know, people like that. You know.
I've always thought it must be a whirlwind, though. Like, even when you get home, after doing all that stuff, it must be take a deep breath and go.
It takes me a minute to chill out.
Yeah, then that's that's when I eat.
That's dinner time.
That's the time,
That's
right?
crazy,
then,
right?
You know.
Yeah, not before.
What's new with you guys? Anything anything good going on here for personal lives or whatever? Who's got the best story to tell right now? You feel like you guys are full of stories. That's why I asked.
You go
it that
first.
way.
You got a lot going on.
Oh yeah, but I mean, we don't want to, you know, bum everybody out, you know, with the blues. I got the blues. I got a 22-year-old cat who's in decline.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know,
22 is quite the life.
it's amazing,
Yeah.
really. Yeah. She might outlive me. I really don't know. You know what I mean? She's going, but she's in decline. But you know, we love the hell out of her, and
She's a beauty.
that's what you do.
I'm doing a new record right now, a John Butcher record that I'm really excited about. Half of it is electric, and half of it is acoustic.
Okay.
And the working title right now is Inside Out. So I'm really excited about them. I'm finishing up recording right now, and I figure I'll release it sometime, if not this summer, in the fall.
Do you like that process? What's like out of the three? Do you like the writing, the recording, or the playing live? What's the
Recording is fun for me. I love it.
Yeah.
And I've been self-producing myself for a few years now. So I really enjoy being in the studio. I enjoy it.
Absolutely.
yeah?
We work in the same studio. So like I'm going in, he's coming out.
Yeah.
When are you in there? I'm in there.
Bread and butter.
And then you're like, we got to practice here a little bit too. We got some-
Well, this is all in Gloucester, and you know, Gloucester's going through its 400th anniversary right now, this year. 2023, first established in 1623.
Whoa.
So they're, you know, the city is planning all sorts of things, you know, to take shape during the year. And Bang a Song Studio, where we recorded our record, Butcher Baglio and Estes Gypsy Caravan, was done there. John has done solo records there. He did my record, Carnival Man, there, and Sal's working on a record there too. It's a great studio owned by Tony Goddess, and you know, and there's a lot, especially as we start gearing up towards the warmer weather and stuff in Gloucester. It's going to be a great place to come and hang.
I was just going to say that actually, as a Danvers boy, the rivals of Gloucester, of course, the fishermen there. I noticed a lot of live music popping up there. Maybe it's always been that way, and maybe it's being promoted more on social. But
They're building a new venue.
It's crazy. It's
They're launching a new venue. Probably it'll take a year,
But it's the same building as the studio.
it's big. This place is going to be about 1,000 seats. It'll have a restaurant. I think it's called The Cut, and I saw blueprints of it, and it's going to be something. It's going to. Oh, absolutely.
Right
yeah.
on Main Street.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right, Drew. As far as it's always been, Cape Ann has been a community that brought artists and stuff, and because of the beauty there, along with it being a very blue-collar town with the fishing industry for years and years, and Newburyport and Gloucester has a lot of similarities that way.
Yeah.
Schooner building and all that kind of thing. But for a long time, just like with the grog here in Newburyport and places to play, if you live up around this area, there's lots of places to play. And a lot of people from Boston love to come to this day and still play at places like the Rum Line, which just has a long, years and years venue of running music and stuff. So that's one of the reasons why John ended up in Gloucester, is a lot of people live there. So in the summertime, as an example, you can park down on Roger Street or Main Street or whatever, and you can go to 15 different bars and restaurants and stuff, hardly ever a cover charge. You can listen to reggae, singer-songwriter, blues, classic rock and stuff like that, and have a beer or drink, go to the next place, and you really can't do that in Wakefield.
Yeah, no, you're right, man. I get excited when I see this weather starting to turn too. I don't know about you guys.
Today's nice, man.
Yeah.
Today is nice.
He doesn't want to shovel anymore.
No.
Oh, God.
Well, me neither. Come on.
See, well, Sal lives in Marlboro, so he gets more snow than we do.
I was in Hudson for many years. We were like the jackpot every time. there was a
You know,
snow.
we'd get him all the time. We'd call him up and go, Sal, what's it doing to your house? It's raining here. Oh,
Yeah.
you son of a...
They used to call me to report for BZ in Boston. They go, you can just stay in your driveway. That's pretty much where you need to be.
It's unbelievable, man. It is. It's like the 495 belt of hell.
The T-shirts will be coming out soon. You guys got to get another one for us here. What are we playing
Yes.
next?
Yeah, we're going to do an
Pick one,
old
John?
We're going to do an old blues song that's always been one of my favorites. It's called It Hurts Me Too.
All right, Butcher Baglio and Estes. You can see him at the Firehouse coming up this weekend.
You said you were hurting. You almost lost your mind. 'Cause the man you love, he hurts you all the time. When things go wrong with you, it hurts me too. Yes, it does. You only know, but I continue to say that I'll always love you every single day. Woo! But when things go wrong with you, it hurts me too. Ladies and gentlemen, on the harp, Alan Estes. That's all right. Woo! Hey, hey, hey. It hurts me too. It hurts me too. It hurts me too. Bring it on home. Hey! That's all right.
There it is.
That's the spirit.
Butcher Baglio and Estes live at Drew's house.
in all the right places.
Joppa Afternoon Drive from our Newburyport studios here. These guys are going to be right down the street at the Firehouse, Center for the Performing Arts. I was telling, I've had this moment twice here recently. I had Will Daly on the show, who's also playing the Firehouse right before you guys. I think literally the night before.
Yeah.
And I said that John Moynihan, who runs the Firehouse, watched this show, and he saw both of you guys, and so those are two acts I think we should definitely have in here.
So
and,
we say thank you to you.
And it, well, I did nothing.
And we'd like to invite Will to spend the night there, and we'll see him the next day.
Oh, there you go. Will's a good man. I enjoy Will very much.
Yeah.
But no, it's one of my favorite things about this show is just seeing things like that happen. People that don't know each other, and then suddenly you're playing a venue that I know, and there it is.
Yep.
Right.
We wanted to play at the Firehouse for a long time because we play it, some like in Rockport at the Shaylin Lou, places like that are intimate listening rooms.
Yep.
Some coffee houses, the Farm Stand up in Tamworth, New Hampshire, places where the three of us can do like kind of a more intimate acoustic trio kind of a evening, which we're doing on Saturday. And as singer-songwriters, I mean, it's wonderful to be able to look out to a couple of hundred people sitting in the audience that just are hanging on every lyric.
Yeah, it is. That room I've always thought that's one of the best sounding rooms. I mean, you could sing in that place without even having a microphone. It's built that way. That's just, And you're on the water. Not a bad place to be in Newburyport on the...
Not at all. Beautiful spot.
Absolutely. So you guys, what was the first, I'm going to call it the first leg of the tour for you guys. Did anything surprise you, the three of you getting back together? Was there any changes coming out of a pandemic and doing this trio?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I realized I've got something going on with my left hand, and it curls up by itself sometimes. Yeah.
And then he punches himself.
No.
That happens.
Now, I was going to take that to another place, but now I'm not.
You get the trigger finger happening.
Yes.
Yeah,
do you?
And
tell the folks about the trigger finger.
Oh.
I've had
Lenny Linquata's got the trigger finger, doesn't he?
You actually had surgery?
Yeah. I had my two fingers on my right hand.
All of a sudden, they'd seize.
They would just be like, I'd look like Django Reinhardt. And then, that's terrible. You might want to get rid of it. But he was a wonderful gypsy jazz
You would
guitar
have kept
player
playing anyway.
who got...
Missed some fingers, yeah.
Who hurt his hand. But Yeah, so I had to have the surgery, and it's so I've been telling I'm selling John on it because if I can middle it, I might make a few bucks. So, like I hook up my musician friends with the doctor, and
then there's a little
I get a
kickback,
little vig,
little something on the side.
I got Butcher coming in for a couple of trigger fingers. So that's.
Nice fingers. Hate to see anything happen to them.
Well, everybody's playing hurt this time of year anyway, right? That's what they say. It's Springsteen, I noticed, was wearing one of the
Yes.
those things.
Yes.
I don't know if that's a similar thing, but
Well, it happens. I mean, you get pain. I get pain on my right thumb from time to time, and I mean, it's just
Okay. All right. So the old guys came in. So Will Daly doesn't have any aches and pains yet because Will's still he's still
doing
good.
cartwheels right now.
So this is the BB&E Medicare tour.
lidocaine. That's our newest. That's the name of our newest.
I was getting out of the car the other day. And
Lidocaine running all around my brain.
the other thing I remember talking about the last time you guys were on, I was telling my dad, I was like, my dad said he really enjoyed the show. That was a great show, yada, yada, yada. And I said, the thing about that show is I really don't have to do anything. I just sit back here and let you guys talk. You guys kind of carry the
that's
way.
a
It's
plus
great.
in some
Right.
circles.
And then you said, Drew, my dad knows your band.
Ow!
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
well, he did.
My
but
dad used to come see you.
My grandfather was a big fan of yours. My great-granddad saw you.
Yeah, thank you, Drew.
Well, you do know.
Now we're talking about more pain than just in your hand.
Yeah.
Where do you go from there, my friends? Live at Drew's house from Newburyport, our studios here. Oh, we do have to give a thank you to Sarah Blackstone, who, as you guys know, does
Yes.
all the
Hi,
real
Sarah.
work.
Thank you,
All the
Sarah.
real work here. She just had a birthday.
Happy birthday.
And just got back from the Bayou, so yeah.
And she has a tattoo.
She does, yeah.
Nice one on the shoulder.
So, yep, she just turned 22 or something, so Sarah Blackstone, happy birthday.
She's younger than me.
Well,
Yeah.
she has no pain in her hands, then I'm sure.
We'd have to ask. I think I cause some pain for Sarah sometimes. But between
You're a pain in
scheduling,
the hand.
scheduling, and just doing Drew things, I can drive her crazy. I can almost guarantee it. So.
I bet, Drew. I
Yeah,
bet.
you
I've
can
heard that about you. Sarah, come in here.
Let's ask some questions about the production of the show, right? Favorite thing as we turn the corner here out of winter. Do you guys like the winter? I don't like winter, so I always
No.
Yeah, you don't like shoveling. We know that. Yeah, you guys
It's just the shoveling I don't like.
That's it,
I don't
okay.
mind the cold weather.
Do you guys like? Is it a different feel touring like in the?
Well, you used to do cruises in the winter, didn't you?
Yeah, well, that's nice because
nice, yeah.
I left the area.
Oh, you did the cruise thing? Yeah.
Yeah. But I just enjoy. I mean, I enjoy snow and the winter for one night,
Yeah.
December 24th.
That's what I say.
Other than
you know
that-
what? I'll give you even through the new year.
Well, okay. Well, you're
January
younger
1st.
than I. You can take a Drew.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I
Not
mean?
that young
You're
anymore,
out there
so-
partying and whooping it up. Me, I go like I look at my car and I go, I got
We really don't have a lot to complain about. Look at what's going on out in the Midwest.
Right.
And I mean, not only that, but just back in November at Thanksgiving time. Remember the snow that they got in Buffalo,
Yeah.
where the team couldn't even
football
play
game,
in
yeah.
their stadium. They had to go to Detroit and play
Yeah.
because they had like 6 feet of snow.
I felt like that was very un-Buffalo, like personally. I think you got to find a way to play on that field if you're Buffalo, right?
Get out there and
Listen,
Exactly.
yeah.
the gridiron. Get out there.
My very good friend Tom Hambridge comes from Buffalo, and nothing phased him weather-wise for a long time. But then he moved to Nashville, and so now 50 degrees, everything is shut down.
Yeah. Now he's dealing
50
with
degrees up
tornadoes.
here. We're at the beach.
I hear that's a decent music city, Nashville.
We can ask
changed a
Alan.
lot.
Alan knows.
Alan.
I lived there for over 10 years, but and I saw the changes. Back when I lived down there, they were just building the stadium for the Titans, and
really?
now they have a major hockey team, and then I wouldn't be surprised if they had a major MLB team coming up. They have a farm team down there, and basketball, the whole thing. I mean, it's just a huge city. One of the fastest growing cities in the country.
Is it overplayed the music scene, or you?
Nashville gets a bad rap because it's deserving on some level because of of certain music that comes out of there. But there is an not underground really, but there's this other vibe of music that's happening there that, like, especially out in East Nashville.
Yeah.
Of it's rock, it's pop. You know, you might want to call it Americana, but it's doesn't sound anything like the country pop music that's out there today.
Do you guys like anything coming out today? Because I watched the Grammys. I've noticed the Grammys is just not for me anymore. It's just not a show that I can relate to. I don't like the auto-tune. I'm pretty sure they're lip syncing that whole deal.
Same thing with the CMT Awards.
Yeah. I mean, does that scare you for the industry, or are you? It's always been something like that?
No, it's been moving in that direction for a few years.
And like
now.
Sal said, you need to know where to pick through the weeds a little bit, and when you're down there, and you go to places like the Bluebird Cafe, and you hear the singers and the songwriters that have written the hits. Yeah. And often they're very different than somebody like a Luke Bryant that would come out and sing it in his own certain way, or Kenny Chesney that has, goes and sells 50,000 state.
Do you know any of these people?
But you go and you hear these singer-songwriters, and there's a lot of rock players that live down there still, and then that there's this whole element that's going on underneath, and that's very cool. As far as the glamour of country music, I mean, you got to attribute that to American Idol and The Voice and all that sort of stuff. They've come up and they've made that whole thing be a, like with Carrie Underwood, be a certain kind of a vibe in a certain way, and that's what you do. Yeah. If you can sing the Star Spangled Banner, you're the next country star. Yeah. So I don't know. I've been there a long, long time, and I don't want to sound jaded at all because I love it, but we've seen it go for a long time. Yeah. They got one eye fishing and one eye hunting down
Speaking
there
of the
too.
Grammys, I think Sal's playing you off. We're getting them wound up. All right. We got you guys this weekend. What are people going to see if they come to your show at the Firehouse here? So just sell it to the person that
they're going to see us have a lot of fun. Yes. They're going to hear a mix of blues, Americana. We're going to do a couple of solo songs, and we're just going to have ourselves a ball.
It's going to be a fun weekend
We
night.
are guitar pickers for real.
Yeah.
So anybody listening who plays guitar, this is a show you want to buy a ticket to.
All right. It's going to be fun Saturday night.
And who has more fun than us, Alan?
Picking and grinning.
And grinning. John Butcher, Sal Baglio, Alan Estes. They are Butcher, Baglio, and Estes. This has been great, guys. I love having you on. Anything you want to ask me? Anything you want to...
Yeah, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Sure,
and say,
go for it.
You need to be there Saturday.
I'm going to be there Saturday. Yeah, it's been booked on my calendar for a while.
You going to bring us up?
Well, I could.
Spot, I put you right on the spot.
I could do that.
Right on the spot.
As long as John's okay with it.
I'm totally okay with it.
Well, me too. I met John Moynihan. I know John Moynihan watches the show. I don't want
the other John.
There's one more John out there.
I think in that house you might be the other John, only for one night. But yeah, great guy. You guys will. If you've met him now, right?
Absolutely. Well, we haven't met, but we've talked.
Communicate. Yeah. He's a great guy. You're going to love him.
Looking forward to
it. If he says yes, I'm all in there for you.
Cool. All right. Beautiful.
Bring us home.
Thank you so much.
I always love hanging with you guys. It's one of our most talked about shows with you guys. I know.
Go ahead, brother.
Excellent. Who has more fun than us?
Hey.
Clear the cobwebs, sweep the dust. Tonight we're feeling marvelous. Hey, tell me, boys, who has more fun than us? Call us fast, furious. Just don't take us serious. Tell me, boys, who has more fun than us? Hurry, mama, don't be late. Brother John can hardly wait to kick these blues under the bus. Go ahead, John. More fun than us. Hey there, mama, don't be late. Yeah. Brother Sal can hardly wait to kick these blues under the bus. Who has more fun? Sal Baglio. Well, hurry, mama, don't be late.
more fun than